What's going on, everybody? Dr. Average Gamer, guys. We are back yet again into another Rocket League episode and back into a series that we haven't done in a couple of weeks. So I'm jumping in. We're going to do some community designs today, and I'm going to show off a couple of designs I've come up with for the RLCS stream reward items that we've picked up from previous streams, as well as some of the new stuff that we've been able to get our hands on. So community designs, I've really enjoyed the series. I've got another episode queued up, so I want this to really spark some creativities and some creative ideas. Wow, I cannot talk today. And I want you to hop over to our Discord, and I want you to continue to share your designs. Specifically, I'm looking, if you've got some cool RLCS designs, either some budget designs or some with some more expensive items, please feel free to share those. We'd really love to see them, especially for cars that are not just the Octane. That's what I'm going to show off today, is a bunch of Octane decal and designs that I've got, because that's the main car I use. I don't have any Dominus, and I have a few Breakout decals and some other things that I do want to show off. But if you are a Dom or a Breakout user specifically, and you've got a cool RLCS design that you want to show off, please jump over to our Discord. That link is in the description below, and we want to hear and see your feedback and your designs and showcase them in a future video. Like I said, I've got another video prepped that'll be going up here probably in about a week or so to show off some of the community designs that you guys have submitted. And I'm absolutely pumped to get back into this series and get things rolling. But I've got the RLCS bug, so let me finish out the plug. The rest of our links are in the description below. If you're a returning member and a sub on this channel, thank you so much for the continued support. We really do appreciate it. If you're new and you enjoyed this, hit that like button, throw a comment down below, make sure to subscribe. Take a look at the links in the description for our Twitch or Twitter or our Discord. Follow us on all that stuff so you can stay up to date, and especially the Discord so you can chat with the community and so you can submit some designs. It's the best and easiest way to do that. So with that, all that being said, quick intro. Let's jump into some designs. So I've got a couple. I'm a big Dune Racer fan. Probably my favorite RLCS decal that we've gotten since they've been released. The OG RLCS ones that are now coming back for this this season of RLCS and the streams are really, really cool. I've just always been a really, really big fan of the Dune Racers. So we're going to show a couple of those off, but I do have a couple of other designs. I've mixed in a couple of different wheels and things that we've been able to pick up over the past couple of weeks, some new, some old. So I'm just going to talk through them. Hopefully you guys enjoy them. We've got a couple for you. The first one here is what I call the America car. You guys have probably seen this before. I don't know if I've showed it off. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on it. It's basically a white Dune Racer, just flip-flop both sides, red and blue. So I really like this design. Go USA, first of all. If you're not in the USA, totally cool. But I've got to have a good 4th of July car, and this is it for me. We're getting pretty close. I'm really excited for summer, and this is just a design I've really tweaked and enjoyed, and it showcases, again, not only our Dune Racers, but it also showcases our white Aero Mages that we've got, which is probably one of my favorite RLCS wheel drops of all time. You guys know that I have the set. I've really, really enjoyed those. Pretty clean, pretty easy, really simple to do, and that's the best thing I like about these Dune Racers, especially if you can pick up some colored ones, which, you know, they're not going for super, super expensive keys wise, at least on Xbox. If you can pick a couple of them up, you can make some really cool, really funky designs with them. This was, again, just one that I've always had, I've always used. I won't dive too much into it, but I did want to showcase it a little bit. The next one is the one that you guys see me use all the time. I get a lot of comments about this, asking about it, asking about how the setup is. Again, I'm a big fan of a white Octane. These designs are definitely more geared towards people with a bigger inventory, and I apologize for that, but that just seems to be what happens with these RLCS items specifically, especially Dune Racers and things that have not been re-released or have not been out in a while, typically tend to just drive up in price because they are rare comparative to other decals, even black markets and other things like that. If you think of the number of drops versus the number of crates that are open, it doesn't even compare from a rarity standpoint, and then from a demand standpoint. A lot of people really like these, so I thought it'd be a cool idea to showcase it off. This is my red and my blue design. pretty simple again. White and a black Dune Racer, black on this one, white on this one. These are the Aero Mage Pros, which are the RLCS season LAN reward from I think 2 seasons ago, if I'm not mistaken. That ended up I was able to pick these up. So these are the wheels, but again, I like to showcase my Aero Mages. Really enjoy the black on here. I think I've got a black and a white Toon Sketch to run for the boost, but this is just my standard design. I've used it for a long time. Really like it. You guys know me. I'm big on just clean, real easy designs. I don't mind getting flashy every once in a while. So if you've got some flashy designs, please share them in the Discord. I love to see what you guys can come up with. I am by no means a guru of car design, but I do get a lot of questions about this. This is what I use. Aero Mage Pros here, black Aero Mages here, and then again, I'm a mix between Toon Sketch, Hex Phase, really are my 2 primary boosts. I'll throw standard in there every once in a while, but that's really what I use on a standard basis. And again, it really lines up because it is majority RLCS items. So I've got another one here for you. This is just a real baseline, real clean RLCS decal. And again, the Aero Mage Pros. I really like to show these off. Two-tone wheels for me are some of the best. That's, I think, why I gravitated towards these Aero Mage Pros. For the sole fact that you get white on the outside and black on the inside, which is 2 of the best colors that people, one, like to trade for and like to collect. But they also make really clean designs. You can do a lot with this. You can change the primary color. You could go green. You could go orange, yellow. Really does not matter. I've got it just red on this side, but again, RLCS, just the OG. These are dropping now still for the stream. So if you are not familiar, stream rewards, the way they work, all you got to do is link your Twitter or your Twitch. I said Twitter. Your Twitch. Wow, I'm really screwed up. You got to link your Twitch with your respective console. You just have to watch on the weekends when RLCS is going on. We've got LAN coming up here in a couple of weeks, which is going to be a good opportunity. That's a whole weekend full of RLCS, and there's a lot of other opportunities between RLRS, RLCS that you can pick up, and all you got to do is watch. All you got to do is watch. It's real easy. You can pick up stream rewards. These decals specifically, this one specifically, for the Octane and for the Dominus are back. They were some of the original decals that dropped that can come painted, and they are back for the Dominus and the Octane this time around. So another real clean design. Again, don't use it a whole lot. Very similar to my Anodized Dune, but just kind of threw that decal on there and really enjoy it. So let's get into some of the new ones. Some of the ones that I've been messing around with and been enjoying. You're going to see a lot of similarities for some of these, but here is a fresh one we've got. So Northern is a design that I've really actually enjoyed. It's pretty cool. It's pretty clean. I do like the bull on the front. You'll see this around quite a bit. It's not quite as popular as obviously your regular RLCS rewards. This is from Collegiate Rocket League, but relatively easy still to pick up. They did a couple of them for the different divisions inside of Collegiate Rocket League, which I thought was really neat. So what we're rocking here today, we'll dive into this one, is we're rocking the Northern decal, obviously. I have it on a baseline Octane, which actually looks really good when you consider the black. I'll swap over and go to the blue side. We're just using a standard Octane here. Now, you could mix it up. Let's see, I got a Crimson Octane around here somewhere probably, which would look pretty good, at least on this side, I do believe. That would look quite dope. We might actually just equip that to blue right now because it looks pretty cool. But I do think, again, you could do some really cool stuff. And I did want to have a little bit more, although it's not really a budget design. None of these are going to be a budget design, of just using a baseline Octane. Regular Octane looks really good, especially when you pair it up with a nice, deep, dark color of black wheel. You throw a little black on the decal itself, and that's what we got here for you. So on the orange side, we're rocking a black CRL Northern. On the blue side, we're rocking a crimson one, so pretty easy to set those up. Then we've got just these colors. So went in, I'm a big fan of darker blue primary colors. I usually go this side of the spectrum. Sometimes I'll go up towards the top. I like a lot of these different shades of blue. This one just seemed to work with this design, the black and the crimson. Crimson, that was the whole point here, is make it kind of pop, especially with the emerald wheels, which we'll get to here in just a second. I ran glossy on the primary and pearlescent on the accent. I did want the accent to stand out just a little bit. I think that was a good setup. You obviously can definitely mess around with a lot of stuff here. You go anodize if you want a little bit more shimmer and shine look on that, but I felt pearlescent looked pretty good. Then when we swap over to orange team, again, we've got the black northern here. We're running just a darker orange color for the primary with matte, and then a metallic pearl actually helps this pop and makes the white accent color look pretty good when we take a look at it. And I wanted it to pop a little bit more to kind of match up with the clean look on the Deciniums that we've got. So that's our colors. Those are the two designs that we've got as far as the northern. Let's jump into the wheels a little bit. So the first one is showcasing off these black Deciniums. So these are new. If you're not familiar, these are new for the current RLCS season. These are a drop that you can pick up, and we've got them painted in black here. We also have the white ones, which I think look really, really clean. This would look really good. Throw a white octane on here, and I think you could make a pretty neat design. But I really like these in black as well, just because they are really dark, really dark wheel. And I don't think we get this a whole lot with a ton of designs. There's not many out there, especially that have a little bit of a shine to the rim itself, which I think is really cool. I think these wheels and the tread look really awesome. They do a nice job with them. So I wanted to showcase those off a little bit. And then again, with the black decal, there's not a ton of paint on this northern decal, but I think what they do paint looks really, really good. You get some of the background, you get some of the design on the top of the car, you get the eyes painted on the bull, which is really, really cool. Then when we swap over, we actually have crimson emeralds that we're rocking. Now I'm a huge fan of these. I like the Deciniums, but the emeralds are really, really growing on me, especially the little bit of design feature that they got. They kind of flow the color out from the middle. You get kind of that wave-like appearance. I really like the tread too. I think they did an awesome job with this wheel. You get some of the silver around the rim of the wheel that matches up kind of with the front of the octane, the back near the spoiler, which I think is really cool. And then the crimson, it's like a perfect color of crimson to match up with an octane if you've got it, and then also to match up with this crimson northern decal. The best thing I like about this northern decal in crimson is it paints the bull's eyes red, which is just, it's absolutely sweet. And when you can throw a dark color, make the bull on the front kind of stand out, I think it absolutely pops. And then it just comes together really, really nicely. So big fan of this. I think they did an awesome job with these decals. I think they did an absolutely awesome job with the two new wheels that we've got for the RLCS this season's rewards. And hopefully you're lucky enough. Again, you've still got some opportunities to pick these up from drops, but also to pick them up via trading, of course. So just a couple of designs to throw out there to you using the northern. As far as a boost, this is the one area where I don't actually have many RLCS items painted, and there are quite a few. So I'm going to do some research. I'm going to try to pick up some. We obviously have the Helios, which is, you know, pretty much the premier kind of OG boost for RLCS, but we've got a couple of others. Cold Fusion is dropping for this current season, and we've got a few others in the past, Blast Ray and stuff like that, which is also, I think, dropping this season as well, that you can get painted. So I'll poke around a little bit. As far as my designs here, I just went with standards. We got a crimson standard. I think I got black standard on the other one, which is looking pretty good. No, as you guys know, no antennas, no toppers, nothing like that. And then you can pick up painted ballistics, which is one of the few, if only, goal explosions that I believe we have that are RLCS. I'm pretty sure that's accurate. I may be totally wrong because I may be forgetting one. But obviously, from a design perspective, pick whatever goal explosion you want to rock with. And then same thing with trails. Now you can get the EQ trail. It does come painted this season, so these are dropping. You can pick these up. You can find these. I'm just not a huge fan of this one. Maybe painted in the right color would be perfect. I don't have any of those, but we just went with a pretty standard, just a black discotheque trail that I think looks pretty good on both. And you know, trails and boost, all that stuff, feel free to play with it. But that's just kind of how we set this design up. So again, big fan of these. I think it's a real clean decal, real clean look if that's what you're going for. And I did want to, again, showcase some of the wheels that we got going on here. Jumping into another one. So here's another one. Again, you guys know me, my dune racers. That's what I've got to use. But I really wanted to showcase this one off. And it's also another design that I've been using quite a bit to showcase off these white emeralds. Absolutely beautiful. So just really quick, diving into this, we got our white octane. We got a black dune racer on this. And again, you can do so much with these dune racers. They look so cool. I mean, just look at all this different stuff you can do. These are great. Look at this. This is a forest green one. This is the purple one. You can do so much really, really awesome stuff. Really recommend these decals. Just, I'm such a huge fan of them. So we're just rocking glossy, anodized on the accent. This really helps kind of give that shimmer and shine to the body of the car. We're obviously rocking the white emeralds and a white boost here, really to showcase this off. Just a big fan. Big fan of these wheels. I think these wheels, they did an absolute awesome job with them. You can do a lot of different stuff with them. Not as big a fan of the black ones, but I really like the white. The purple pop really good. Showcase off some green as well. The crimson, as you guys saw earlier. So big fan of these. Not everybody lines up with the style of these for sure, but if you do, you can make some really cool designs. The best thing I liked about this one specifically, I really always wanted to make, and I like finding cool accent and primary color combinations. This whole design works really well with the white wheel, kind of the chrome that it's got. The black inner tread works really well with the dune racer design, especially painted in black. You throw a white accent color on it, and again, you can do a lot with this. You could go blue. There's just so much looks good. I can't talk about these enough, and you guys are probably like sick of them, especially if you don't like the dune racers. I really do apologize if you hate the dune racers, because that's where my primary love is. And then on the white side, or on the on the orange team, we went with just kind of my standard crimson setup, which I'm a big fan of. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Like I said, if you can get your hands on a pair of these wheels, they are pretty pricey. But if you're lucky enough to get them in a drop, you're going to have a ton of time, and I think a good opportunity to really work and customize with them. And then jumping over, this is our last one for today. And if you guys watched the crate opening that just happened probably a couple days ago, when this is going up, I picked up these absolutely beautiful black Sovereign ATs. They are a Beach Blast crate item. I had to showcase these off. And then I was thinking about it again, and I wanted to find an opportunity where if maybe you don't have a white octane, maybe you're not a fan of the white octane, or you want to find something else, I wanted to find a way to make a design that can not only, one, make these pop, but also showcase a little bit different, maybe a little bit lower budget car. But again, it's kind of hard with this. So I do have a great octane on. You don't obviously have to have the striker certification. I think I like the blue even better than I do the red side. Again, I'm using a black RLCS octane decal, so this is definitely the most expensive part of this design, but not as hard, I feel like, as in the past to find, just because they are dropping again. And the black with this decal specifically, the black on the inner core of the wheel on the Sovereign ATs, man, it all just comes together. What did we do here? I do want to showcase off the primary and accents a little bit. So again, I went a deep dark color of blue here for the primary. Same thing on the crimson side. I went a little bit lighter on this. I went one step up, but definitely mess around with that. And then what I did for the accent on both is I went 3 down in that first column. That gives you a really nice color gray that matches up with the inner core of the Sovereign wheels, which I think is really critical here and really helps this design kind of come together. And is really a staple of that wheel as far as its design. And then what we did is we went anodized on the body because the wheel has a little shimmer and shine. We want the body to have a little shimmer and shine. And then when it links up with this gray, everything just kind of rolls together. The gray octane just kind of wraps it all into a nice little package. And I think we did. I'm patting myself on the back a little bit for this one, but I think this was a pretty neat design. And again, here's the crimson side, a little bit brighter on the primary color, like I said, which helps it kind of pop. But I think absolutely awesome. We went glossy for the design here on the primary, and again anodized on the accent. The wheels, again, black Sovereign ATs. I pulled these. When I saw these, I absolutely knew. I was like, I have got to come up with something to test these wheels out, to get some designs out there. And I figured, what better way to showcase a little bit than this one. Again, These wheels are beautiful, man. They absolutely are beautiful. We've got the purple ones here. The standard ones really don't look bad. Lime really pops, but they did an absolute phenomenal job, in my opinion, with the black ones. Just the way it rolls into with the tread makes for a really, really clean looking wheel. Boost wise, we just went standard black for both. Same thing, no toppers, nothing. Throw your preferred goal explosion on, and then we actually use a black tachyon trail here, which I think looks really, really nice on both sides of the design. Kind of has that gray, black, and white element inside of it, which I think really brings the whole thing together. So that's what I've got for you. These are some of my RLCS designs. Like I said, I'm really looking forward to seeing some of yours. So follow us, join us over on the Discord. Again, the link is in the description below. We've got a channel specifically designed. You can post a little video, or you can just post images and clips of the design you got. Share them with us. I really look forward to seeing some of them, especially if you're a Dominus or a Breakout user. You've got some cool painted decals for that you want to show off and use. Again, it doesn't have to be all RLCS items. Just share your designs if you've got them. Love to see them, and we want to showcase them here in a future community designs for Rocket League, because again, a lot of you are a lot more creative than I am. Every once in a while, I get a little spark of creativity like this one, and am enjoying it. So as always, thank you so very much for the support. We really, really do appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoyed some of the designs. Hopefully you got a couple of ideas that you can take back and start messing around with. And like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing yours. I am Doc from Average Gamer, guys. As always, thank you so much for the support. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.